Hey everyone, it's Tyler Weingartner here, and I'm here with Shaun McGinnis.
Hi, Tyler.
Hello, and we are here once again on the B list.
The Blist, as I call it.
Which is the show where we take a look at games that are maybe have some problems or that are still interesting, or games that have been overlooked. Today we are playing Driver San Francisco because you and I haven't been in San Francisco much lately.
Yes, we've been out of the country for a while.
So I figured what a better way to welcome you back to the city we both call home than with a good bit of Driver San Francisco.
Driver San Francisco, a game that I loved when it came out.
And I loved when it came out, although I didn't play a lot of it.
Okay.
So what's the deal with this game?
You play a man who is in a coma, and basically that means that he can jump between bodies at will, and he basically just takes over cars whenever he wants.
And the guy you played, his name is Tanner Faust from Top Gear America?
Tanner. No, yeah, Tanner, I think. Yeah.
And
I think his name is Danny Tanner.
Danny Tanner.
Because it's San Francisco.
And you are on the hunt for full-time crime pin, part-time wrestler Chris Jericho.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So now that we got all that information out of the way, let's
just jump straight into this game.
Okay.
So I've skipped past the intro to the game and gone straight into one of the first times where you voluntarily jump into somebody else's car. Now, this
much faster than you.
jumping mechanic, or as they call it, shifting, is basically you are just kind of possess the driver of the current car.
It's a bit like jumping out of a car in Grand Theft Auto and jacking another car, but without ever getting on foot.
But like story-wise, you are actually occupying the body of the person that was originally driving that car. So in this case, I have possessed a man who's on a test drive for this Ford GT, and
It's a nice car to shift into.
Sure. And this guy was like,
I'm just gonna.
I don't know, what do I need a car with this much horsepower for? And you're like, well, let me show you.
Yeah.
Basically, you are the patron spirit of bad driving influence. It's like, should you speed? Of course you should speed.
All the
should
time.
you drift? Of course you should drift. This is San Francisco.
And the pedestrians are very, very adept at not getting hit by a car. They're really good at jumping out of the way. You can just drive on the sidewalk for days, and you'll never commit a manslaughter.
Well, little known fact about San Francisco.
Yeah?
All pedestrians go to ninja school to avoid cars and car murder.
Still thinking about it.
That's not actually true, but it would be nice. Oh, unfortunately, there are some
Magic red walls, just like real San Francisco.
magic barricades that happen early on in the game. As you progress through the game, you unlock them more and more.
So if you're watching this on Twitch, feel free to say stuff in the chat and ask questions or whatever you want to do. I'm manning the chat room, so I'll say hi to you.
Heckle us and ask questions.
Yeah, I'm manning the GameSpot account on the Twitch chat, so feel free to talk. You are in what appears to be Chinatown.
I was until where am I? Am I still in Chinatown?
I think maybe you're in Russian Hill now.
Yeah. So this is not.
It's not real San Francisco.
It's not real San Francisco.
At any given moment, it looks like you could be in San Francisco, but geographically, it's not.
It has all the recognizable landmarks,
Yeah.
even like little known stuff like, oh, I know that store.
Mm-hmm.
But everything is just kind of, it's like the San Francisco remix.
Yeah.
Or, kind of like the Fever Dream version of San Francisco, or like the Bullet Car Chase version of San Francisco.
Yeah. It's the driver's version of San Francisco, and you'll also notice that the streets are much wider and much less clogged with traffic.
I did not successfully jump within. Oh wait, yes I have.
You can do it. Oh, nice.
Stunts.
Oh.
Yes, we have them.
Okay, sir. Let's head back to the office to discuss payment plans.
Oh, is this going to be Lombard Street? Are you going down Lombard Street? There you go.
Sweet drifting down Lombard Street.
Yeah, so it has the landmarks, but they're not necessarily laid out in the geographical places you would expect them to be. Yeah.
You can't actually do drifts like this down Lombard Street.
You can if you try hard enough.
Well, you can if you're Ken Block. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Or if you are riding a tricycle, which or a big wheel, which is a thing people sometimes do. inside San Francisco.
Boy, this is fun. Are you having fun? I'm having fun.
Here you are on the Embarcadero.
This car carries significant dollar value.
Embarcadero is awfully full of construction.
It is. Wait, so what's the mission you're on right now?
The mission is just kind of like, hey, jump around. I jumped into this Ford GT.
Boom.
Apologies there. I was ill this weekend. I'm still recovering, so might be having a little bit of a cough here and there. And so I jumped into this car while the driver was on a test drive. And
do you reckon it floats, sir? I have a dozen employees.
Basically, I'm trying to. All I'm doing is trying to coerce the dealership representative that I should probably just buy this car,
man, this
and then
is awesome.
I will leave the original driver to that fate as soon as I leave. So
Where the hell's my...
now it's saying I need to shift in my own car. So you get this initial interface where you can like just kind of scan through the city and pick out which car you want. You could jump into any one of these cars. Right now it's saying I need to jump into my own car, which is this
the T on the icon, or the T icon on the map.
Which is a Dodge Charger.
You just went past it.
Where are you? My car?
Oh, come on. What's the deal here?
Oh, and it's telling me the general gameplay loop of like, so your car is locked most of the time, and then you have to go do submissions and
What the hell am I supposed to do
various
now?
objectives here and there. And once you do enough of those, you get enough willpower built up, and then you can
Those voices.
jump back in your own car.
Patrol?
And that's where you get the core
Okay,
the
why not?
core
You want me to-
story missions
I'll help people.
of chasing down this criminal kingpin,
Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho.
Help them out however I can.
So here is a police chase mission.
Stick with them, Bob.
I'm trying. Any luck with the radio?
Nah, the mic's busted. We can't call for backup.
I guess we're on our own. Just pray someone's watching over us.
I guess they are on their own. Wait, no, I can help.
You've got coma powers. The getaway has a heat zone.
So of course, police chases pan out the way they normally do in video games, which is the rational choice is that without a care for public safety or propriety, ram them off the road.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nope.
Hell, what were you thinking?
Out of my way, people.
I think you're gonna fail this mission spectacularly fast.
Shut your mouth.
You call that hot pursuit?
Okay, we'll give that another go.
Yeah, try that one more time.
You got anything from the chat yet?
M16 Mojo says, I want coma powers.
Don't. Wait, no. You shouldn't want coma powers because then you have to be in a coma.
That's really...
In real life, being in a coma is not as fun as Driver San Francisco makes it out to be.
The great thing is that you have Driver San Francisco, which gives you the coma powers without the coma.
Yeah. All the fun of being in a coma without the threat of your life ending in a moment's notice.
I hope that was our box quote on this game when we reviewed it.
This was one of those games where you'd look at screenshots and trailers and stuff for it, and you're like, okay, that looks like it maybe could be kind of a fun open-world driving game. But what you don't realize until you actually spend time with it is just what a great sense of humor this game has and how much it's able to poke fun at itself.
Right, and we're not really seeing that. I mean, we're seeing that here and there in a little bit, but you see that kind of stuff much more later on in the story, don't you?
I get that.
I mean, it's gradual. It uses a lot of recurring gags and jokes like that. But it's a game that doesn't take itself very seriously, and it really likes having fun.
Right, like that. As you do your your mini missions here and there in between the story missions.
So you're talking again, huh?
You encounter a couple of recurring stories as you help various people out. Like there's this pair of young street racers where they're trying to street race to raise money so one of them could go to college. And of course you help them win the street race so they can achieve their educational goals.
Jericho's loose. We don't know where. What else?
And that story gets progressively more hilarious.
Right.
Wait, switch to the cockpit view again.
From a chopper.
Can you do that?
Military?
Probably.
Which is the cockpit view button.
Dark hair, sense of style. Man, that has
I have to confirm a comment that was left in the chat
Five will
room.
get you 10. She's vanished.
And we need to move real quick to catch Jericho.
So
Do a jump! Do a
course.
jump!
some garbage and see where the roaches lead.
That's pretty sweet.
Okay, let's
Sweet jump. Okay, that is not.
San Quentin. Ordell Williams?
cut a break.
That's fine, don't worry about it.
Not much, but it's a start.
I'm the Man 2013 said his hands are so glossy. I wanted to confirm whether, in fact, the man's hands are quite that glossy.
I'm not sure if this game has a cockpit view.
I thought it did. Didn't it? Weren't you in there? Whatever.
Something's been going.
Maybe it doesn't. I guess...
Maybe not in. I mean, there are some cutscenes where it shows the in-game view.
Okay,
Say a
maybe that's
thing or
it.
don't say a thing.
I always thought that
You sound like
particularly the skin textures on the faces in this game looked like weirdly awesome.
We're awake.
Weirdly awesome skin textures. I believe that is also on the back of the box.
Let's get back to the
Like
station, John.
incredibly realistic to the point of where you get that uncanny valley thing of
Yeah.
like, okay, these guys aren't animated quite as well as they're textured, but so it ends up being a little bit jarring.
Yeah. Find Jericho. That's what I gotta focus on.
I'm the Man 2013 says, trust me, the gloss is unmistakable.
Let's see some of this hand gloss.
Okay. Jericho case.
Nope, instead we get
Scratch.
X-ray gloss.
That's a
Jericho's
bullet.
escape was well planned, and he had help. Probably ex-military. He's still out there.
Jericho looks like a
Someone
grumpy
knows
man.
where he is. Some lowlife.
Jericho looks like Grumpy
Use
Cat.
them to find him.
I don't know.
Maybe with this thing,
Maybe?
we've got the
No,
edge.
he doesn't look like a cat.
Well, no, but he looks grumpy the way Grumpy Cat looks grumpy.
Yeah. I think I saw some gloss.
KEOC lunchtime. Your eyes on the city with me, Gabby Denver. Coming up after the break, the hunt for Charles Jericho.
So here's
we follow the trail of destruction.
Tanner Faust from Top Gear America laid up in hospital.
I think you mean to say Danny Tanner.
Oh, that's right.
Critically injured.
Not from Top Gear America.
No. Any Tanner character in a game set in San Francisco has to be a reference to Full House.
Okay.
That's just how life works, Tyler.
Maybe if I could hop a building. Or a whole block.
So I've got sort of like the level 2 of Shift where I can, creep along at this at the street level or pop up into this kind of bird's eye view. And you get even higher up views later on. But right now, I've got to get to the dare.
Get to the dare, Tyler.
I'm getting to the dare. Which is a little slow paced, but here we go. Speed dare? I think I can do that.
Ooh, drive 800 meters in 45 seconds, no hits.
Oh, so this is the driving safely challenge, like from Sleeping Dogs.
All right, let's see if you can do it.
Oh, I can do it. Watch me.
I don't know if there's any car to drive safely in. It's a Dodge Neon, a real sensible sedan.
Except these things fall apart real easily, and then you get into real trouble.
What are you saying about American-made cars, Tyler?
I'm saying that they could be better. Have you driven a Dodge lately?
Have I driven a Dodge lately? No, I haven't. Let's see. M16 Mojo asks, how is the car handling? Would a wheel work well?
The car handling is it's definitely not the tightest thing you've ever played. I mean,
No.
it's real. I mean, the game does have this heavy emphasis on like muscle cars. I mean, there is some more nimbly nimbly handling exotic vehicles. Good time to segue into... a lot of this stuff is, of course, locked right now, but we can take a look at, you know, the Ford GT there. We saw it earlier.
You should buy...
I can only buy one car right now, so this experience is a bit of a misnomer, but what do we... I don't even have all the car manufacturers, because I know that Aston Martin is a car manufacturer you can get access to later on.
Yeah.
You can see some of their cars. So we're not really seeing the full roster here. Right now I can only buy this Alfa Romeo, so I will buy it.
Buy that sweet Alpha.
But the driving physics are really drift heavy, and as far as I can tell right now, the only view is from the third person view. And for my driving game experience, I don't think that benefits too heavily from driving with a wheel. If you really want that level of realism, you're welcome to it. And the only thing you're ever doing here is either driving or shifting, you know, between cars and guiding that,
what else is
you
going
know,
on?
reticle around to, you know, so I think that steering wheel controls would work fine for this game. I just don't know that'd be that much benefit to setting up your wheel and clamping it to your desk just to play this game. I don't think you'd get that much benefit from it. At least not me personally, but you might if you're really into that sort of thing.
If you have a lot of desk space at your desk, why not? Okay, what are you doing now?
Right now, I think I'm racing.
Are you gonna race?
Yes, I'm racing. Or I think it's a time trial, which is like a race, but in traffic. And without other cars. Well, without other competitive cars. In my sweet new Alfa Romeo. Which means it'll probably break around checkpoint 6 or 7.
Whoa! Nice work.
Sorry, people. Good thing you went to ninja school so you can dodge all that.
I'm the man 2013. Buy that Alpha so you can go to the garage every 200 miles to get it fixed.
This man knows what he's talking about. Also, a little bit of evidence here that this was, while it's a game set in America, it is set in America. It is a game that is also developed by a British developer. Reflections is British, right?
Reflection? Oh yeah, yeah.
So because
up in Northern
I'm
England
not
somewhere.
even sure if this car is even sold in America, but it's a good fit for this game.
Looking up.
What are you looking at?
I just saw this old 1960s model Renault yesterday in San Francisco, and I was looking at what it was. It was a Renault 8.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a pretty sweet little ride.
It's like a tiny little thing there.
It is, yeah. Like, we were stuck in traffic behind it, and I was like, I have never seen that model of car in San Francisco before.
Get a couple of weird cars here and there.
Yeah.
Here we get an exciting montage of my rapscallion efforts of chasing down Chris Jericho's crime gang here in the mean streets of San Francisco.
Oh, yeah! Lombard Street cop chases. In real life, Lombard Street is full of tourists, and you will definitely accidentally do up to and including 20 different manslaughters.
Yeah. And pretty much everybody there is going like 8 miles an hour as the top speed. Danny Tanner really pulls off the bewildered expression in this game really well.
He does.
It's sort of, what the heck just happened here?
With this new thing I can do, I've got the keys to the city.
We've got the keys to the city, Shaun. Where should we go now that we have the keys to the city?
Call Me Joe 2 asks, is your houses in this game? I don't think either of our houses are in this game, but Ubisoft's San Francisco office is in this game.
Which, you know, makes sense as they're wont to put their
Nice driving, Craig. 5 months worth of lessons, you're finally getting the hang of this now.
Really?
No! We tried the carrot, we diced and sauteed it, and fed it to the dog. Now it's time for the stick. You're gonna learn to drive if it kills you.
But I...
So here we are occupying the body of a student driver. So let's have fun.
You know what, pal? You're really pissing me off.
That's nice, Craig. We'll find you a clean pair of pants back at the office.
Oh, that does it. We'll see who needs new pants.
You're in a Fiat now? You are.
Yeah. Which, I'm not sure what driving school has an Abarth Fiat 500. I'd like to take that driving school.
There are a lot of 500s in San Francisco.
Not as many as minis. I feel like mini is the...
Yeah, I've seen a lot of 500s over the past year.
Okay.
Yeah, they're becoming a really popular car in the city.
I just remember at one point I was at the intersection of Standing and Fulton, and there were 5 minis at that intersection at that stoplight.
Right here, please, Craig.
That's getting a bit stupid.
My money's worth.
San Francisco has gone through distinct compact car phases over the past 10 years. For a while, it was the Mini Cooper that was big, and then people got really into smart cars, and then realized that it's like driving a shower stall.
Yeah.
And then after that, the 500s have become popular.
I guess the only thing that seems out of place now is that driving around San Francisco, in this game, there are no cars with pink mustaches on them.
Ah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
That was easy, wasn't it?
I have successfully terrorized the driving instructor.
Cameron Robinson is in the chat. Hi, Cameron Robinson.
Hello, Cameron.
Cameron Robinson is my most favorite Scottish GameSpot employee.
Oh, transport truck, where were you when I was trying to terrify a driving instructor?
Let's see.
Cameron Robinson also has a busy week of travel in front of him, as I am to understand. Something involving Paris and Scotland.
Meet the heat.
Can't lead the cops to this meet. Why not? Jericho's guys will take care of them. Then they'll take care of us too, you dumbass. And if we don't make the meet, Jimmy's gonna kill us. We gotta shake him ourselves.
Jimmy's gonna kill these guys.
You gotta meet that heat. You gotta heat that meat.
Move this car, Derry.
And then you gotta beat that heat meat.
Nope.
And that'd be a real tragedy for the rest of San Francisco. Man, I feel alive today. Don't you feel alive? Everything feels so positive.
Darius, are you on something? Cause you talking like you swallowed more than a top.
Of course, couldn't have these San Francisco car chases without the hills. Although,
Your mind?
Stress is gonna give you a heart attack, Ordell. You need to relax. Breathe deep. Picture the ocean or something.
actually, I guess I won't say that the hills are overrepresented in this game. There are hills like that.
The cop
Yeah.
always gotta be there just as it's going down. It's like I'm cursed.
Ordell, believe me, today is your lucky day.
This ain't right, Darius. Oh, that's nice work. Didn't see that coming.
No real hard and fast rules to getting away from the cops in this game.
Quit
Just
that. You're not the man.
drive fast and do sweet stunts.
Call Me Joe 2 asks, I am not a San Francisco native. Does this game follow the grid pattern like the real city?
The real city doesn't follow the grid pattern either, so...
The real city
Maybe?
mostly follows a grid pattern, except for when it runs into hills, at which point there's kind of a circuitous layout to the roads.
Whenever it runs into hills or Market Street.
Yeah. Whenever the grid pattern runs into hills, it just throws up its hands and says, fuck this.
Or Noe Valley, or... So as we were explaining earlier, well, I mean, so the westernmost parts of the cities, which were the parts of the city developed last, do follow a fairly grid-based pattern. And I'm guessing that those those parts of the city are unlocked eventually.
No.
Oh, you never get
the
access to those?
the western edge of the city, like the Richmond district and the Sunset district, is all just an extension of Golden Gate Park in this game.
Okay.
Yeah, it is all just untamed frontier.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
like the tourist version of San Francisco.
Yeah, basically, like when you see a compacted map of San Francisco.
Yeah. And which is fine because I mean there's not a whole lot of landmarks out there unless you get all the way out to the ocean and can see like Cliff House and stuff like that. But in general, it's kind of the city in this game doesn't represent the city in San Francisco. Don't play this game thinking, okay, I'm gonna play this game and learn the city and then drive around because it won't work.
You know what game actually had a pretty loyal layout of San Francisco? Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
It was very condensed, especially when you get to the aforementioned western part of the city. But, like, I think that the Sunset District, that part of it, was represented by, like, 2 city blocks.
Yeah, which is fine.
But
nobody wants to go to the Sunset.
I didn't, and yet that was even when I lived there. But yeah, that was fairly accurate. Although it didn't really have Golden Gate Park, did it?
I can't let this opportunity slip by. I'm gonna have to help him anyway.
I'm the Man 2013. What are your favorite racing games, hardcore or not?
My favorite racing games. Well, I am a big fan of the Forza series.
Ordell Williams.
I sorely miss the Project Gotham series and the Rally Sport Challenge series.
Worth keeping.
Burnout's a lot of fun. What other games do I like?
What games do you like?
I'm
a fan of the Dirt series.
Yes, also a fan of those, which is kind of taken the place of the Rally Sport Challenge series in my heart. Oh, here's where I get to learn to ram people in my station wagon. Which is kind of this silly mechanic of like you hold down the left bumper and you kind of charge it up. It's almost like your car is reeling its fist back. And you build up energy and then release it, and then you just car punch.
Sleeping Dogs has that sort of thing too. Although it's not as dramatic in the way it sort of like cocks back and then just lets her rip.
Yeah, that's more of just like you mash the B button and your car jinks around all kind of weird ways.
Although in Sleeping Dogs you can do that side to side as well.
Yeah.
Which I like doing to motorcycles. Like especially when I'm on the bridge and I'll just sideswipe a motorcycle and send them flying over the side. That's fun. But don't try that in real life. Please.
Don't murder motorcyclists.
Yeah. Or bicyclists.
Especially in San Francisco, because you might murder one of us.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be murdered.
Let's grab a cup of coffee. There's something I need to...
And here's where I prove to my partner Jones that I can shift.
First time it happened, I was like floating above it all.
Mm-hmm. Your standard near-death experience, huh?
Yeah, right. The next time it happened,
and the aforementioned
sort of
creepy, high-res, weird face textures.
And wham! I'm inside them.
Does Jones kind of look like a character who has just teleported through time from the 1970s into the current day?
I mean, that's kind of the vibe this whole game has, is like this modern 70s kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
You know, they want to kind of elicit that same feeling of like you get from famous car chase movies like Bullet.
But if I'm less than 100%,
this game
I'm checking you in.
Is an Instagram filter.
Done.
Modern, but kind of retro.
Modern, but classic.
Oh man!
Whoa!
Check out that jackass.
And pretty silly.
You know what? You want proof?
Whoa!
Easy with that guy.
That guy's trying to commit suicide.
I think he was trying to steal that truck.
You should steal a fire truck.
Oh, I need to shift into the jackass.
Shift into the jackass. Oh, that's rich.
What's up,
That's
Wait,
you.
No.
You're the jackass. Oh no, you were the jackass all along. Spoilers.
Wait, where's the
It's
jackass?
the blue icon on the map. The blue arrow.
No, that's me.
That's you? Is it the yellow arrow? Yeah, the yellow arrow. Shift into the jackass, Tyler.
Bro,
There you go.
Oh, hello, jackass.
Watch out for yourself.
And you crashed at my place. She'll never find out.
Jump off a car tram.
Yeah, that's right.
Give me one of those.
This is gonna be
Yeah, and your sweet Pontiac Solstice.
wider than it looks.
Use your damn eyes.
No, that's a fire truck. Guess it needs. Hey!
Oh, there you go.
Your neck.
There's a transporter. Alright.
I'm gonna jump off of Jason Statham driving the transporter.
Do a barrel roll!
Check that out, Jones.
Oh no, don't land on
My
that.
my new.
Yep, you did.
Oh crap, man!
Good work.
That's a complete mania.
That's okay, my time with the jackass isn't done yet.
Don't play me, man.
Actually, I wonder what happens if I just, like, get up on the transporter and just park it.
Unbelievable.
I feel like you're gonna wobble off.
What if he pisses off the cops? He's already pissing me off.
Oh wow.
Other cops.
I gotta kind of feather the throttle here.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Works though.
Alright, jackass.
I'm telling you, you just jumped a freaking car over a truck.
I did? Oh, we better find a cop and turn
Now
ourselves
I've gotta
in.
play tag with a cop.
No.
Tag a cop.
Hey, cop. Tag, you're it.
It was the responsible thing to do.
You're bringing the whole precinct down on top of us.
You're right. What was I thinking?
What was I thinking?
Anything I can to put things right.
Are you out of your mind?
Hey-o!
Heyo.
More cops.
More fun.
No, no. Steady, man.
Wait, I didn't want to do that. Any other questions?
Do we have any other questions?
To hiding.
Call Me Joe 2 says, I don't really care for racing games. I think they all play the same to me.
Those cops are coming.
Oh, Call Me Joe 2. What do we have to do to change your mind? Racing games are great. Especially the great ones.
Especially the ones where you have coma powers,
Yeah,
which no other racing game has those.
that's probably true.
I mean, I guess you could kind of refer to all of Codemasters racing games. Their
We're losing.
what's their rewind feature called? It's suddenly escaping me.
We made it.
As sort of a coma power, like
Jesus, like
thinking on
the
your
main
deathbed.
color.
Man, I wish I would have run that race a little different.
Yeah, good luck with that.
And then rewind 30 seconds.
See that?
Then don't
I
run
did
off
that.
the road.
Me, not him. Me. What?
Let's see. Matt Smith 83. Have you two had a lover's tiff? It looks like it with the split cam. Here, allow me to fix that for you. See this? See this? Whoa! Look at how long my arm is. See? That's not a split cam. We just have the game in the middle, and my arm is actually 30 feet long. See that? Whoa! Whoa, that looks weird. There you go. I just wanted to do that.
I don't think you've actually resolved his question about
What's
whether or
got
not
into
we've
you? Trust me, you
had a
would
big
believe
fight.
me if I told you.
hook up to a tow truck.
Hook up with a tow truck.
Give me a tow truck, game. I bet it's these yellow icons on my mini map. Yep. I'm gonna hook up to you, tow truck.
What the hell was that?
That was a crash. You want to go again?
No.
Wait a couple
Matt Smith, I'm gonna pretend you didn't just make that joke because that is disgusting. Whoa, your arm is super long and weird and gross.
What did Matt Smith just say?
I'm not gonna repeat it.
Okay.
Whoa.
That bad.
No part of me that wants.
No, Matt Smith, I don't love it. Matt Smith, you are a real salty dog. All right, transport into.
So you go to this flag. That's probably a race.
Yeah.
Let's go to this lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Oh wait, but maybe the race is the street racers. I know the breaking news one is some shitty reality show. You gotta make people crash. Oh, yeah.
I'm just being realistic. You've never raced before.
Ayamu, please. I'm nervous enough already. Either we win the cash for your tuition, or we're on an airplane to Nagoya, and
it's the family business. And jail before we're 40.
You're going to college, Ayamu. We're not gonna end up like Dad and Uncle Joji.
This is my favorite recurring character in the game.
Yeah.
The guy who keeps gambling his college tuition money on street races.
Which, you know, that's a thing that
Here
happens
goes
in the real
nothing.
world.
Yeah. It's great because he just gets deeper and deeper into it. Meanwhile, Tanner is just becoming more and more insistent that he just get off his ass and go to college.
It's also a good breaking the ice early on of like, hey,
So far, so good.
the dialogue in this game,
College and not
it's pretty hit or miss. But these situations are so ridiculous that it's not worth caring about. Just roll with it and have a good time.
We're winning! I'm hurt that you ever doubted me.
Man, I wish this was my challenge. Driving 800 feet without taking a hit.
In your Audi TT. What does the TT stand for in Audi TT? Turbo throttle? Turbo?
I don't think it's
twin turbo?
It might be twin turbo. I don't think it's like tourist trophy.
Tourist trophy?
It's like you're possessed.
In a good way, right?
Thirsty Tiger.
Audi Thirsty Tiger?
Tricycle Trainer.
Turd Thrower?
We're in first. High five.
Hey, I'm driving.
That might be a little bit too close to me.
Giro6CX asks, is the GameSpot office in San Francisco? Drive to the GameSpot office. It is in San Francisco, but I don't think our building is in this game.
Yeah.
We can try to see if we can get to 2nd Street. Let's see if
for
there's
that,
a
we
2nd Street here.
We need to understand where 2nd Street is.
You can find 2nd Street here. I mean, so Ubisoft's office is in this game, and it's on 3rd Street.
Okay.
We can use that
Well, first I need
as
to
a guide to find 2nd Street.
demonstrate the boost mechanic, and I
Oh,
think there's no better way to do that than
I
with
can
a
affect
city
the car
bus.
in different ways. How about
Boost! Boost!
VTEC just kicked in, yo.
add another go?
You got some nos in that car.
Out of my
Okay,
way,
so here's-
tourists.
Alright, here's the ferry building. I think if you go right, that's probably Market.
Yeah, or maybe this is like Harrison,
Yeah, maybe.
and there's the Svelte vodka.
Ah, yeah, the famous Svelte vodka ad.
Do you think this is 2nd Street?
I don't...
No, we're
No.
still underneath the bridge.
Just go right. Go right
I'm
here.
gonna switch to a slightly newer car, like a taxi.
Like a sweet taxi.
We're taking a detour.
Why? I have to be somewhere, you know.
Whoa! Yeah!
I'll go left.
Who needs nitrous?
Still underneath the bridge. I feel like
going.
that's supposed to be like the Gordon Biersch.
Keep going straight down this way. We're gonna find it.
And well, now we're headed like. Wait, no, that's the.
Now go right.
That's like the Mission Bay dockyards, and I think we're gonna.
Take the next right. We're totally gonna find it. Don't you
Yeah.
worry.
But now
This
we're
will
back
not
at the
have been in vain.
Embarcadero. There's the drawbridge at
Go right
3rd
here.
Street.
It's China Basin.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the ballpark.
Yep. Here's the ballpark.
Okay, so if we keep going straight up here.
But
So
that
this
on
is
the
2nd
left-
Street because it's the what-you-call-it building. See?
The whatchamacallit.
The what-you-call-it little pointy building that I should
At
probably know the name
Transamerica.
of.
You shouldn't call it Coit Tower.
No, not the Transamerica building, the smaller one down there. This is basically where the GameSpot office would be.
Except I think we're on the freeway.
Kind of. So just imagine that the GameSpot office is...
What, this brick building right here? Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Wait, was
Okay,
that
we're
the-
gonna go with that.
Is that the zip car building?
No.
No, it just had a thing with it.
I don't think they're that specific with these buildings. Although we could, if we cut over one more street, we can go see the Ubisoft building. I want to see that. So go maybe left on up here. This will be 3rd Street.
Left, you say?
I say left.
Kind of classing up their neighborhood from where
Oh,
they
what?
are,
Wait,
in real life.
is this City Hall now?
Now we're in City Hall.
All right, this shit's fucked up. I don't know where it is now. See, this is what happens when you try to find real landmarks in this game.
Yeah. This is us trying to do real navigation, but City Hall.
Call Me Joe 2 asks, how does GameSpot deal with internet viewers visiting the office? Well, we have a security team.
Yeah. We used to have a guy that would deliver cakes to us.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yep. Armed guards.
Honestly, we don't get too many. I mean, we're kind of in this area of San Francisco where there's quite a few game journalists in the neighborhood. Obviously, unfortunately, with like the Zip thing, fewer than there used to be.
But IGN is right down the street.
Yeah. And, you know, Games Radar and the rest of the future folks are all, you know, a bit further down. It's south of the city, so I believe a certain amount of like diluting the amount of game developers you can visit in the area definitely helps to kind of assuage some of that. Besides, you can get probably generally better interactions with us on the internet anyways. Unless you see Kevin again, but that man is gregarious as all hell if you see him on the street.
He'll give you a big old bear hug. Let's see.
Alright, enough trying to find...
Alright, let's do missions.
Let's do a mission.
Shift into the jackass.
I did that mission already.
Shift into a good car. Like a Barth 500.
Keep bringing me grandma with a flat, you're gonna be reading ads.
Wait, what?
Go get me something with some action.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Okay.
Hey, what about the old lady with a flat tire? Gold.
Jack, the show's called World's Craziest Drivers. We put the car in Carnage. Have you ever watched the show?
I read books, drink fine wines.
You keep bringing me grandma.
That guy's from Marin County.
Yeah.
Ads. Now go get me something with some action.
Or from, I don't know, Sonoma County.
KEOC.
We got no.
Your eyes on the city.
Street Marine.
That's the voice of the Bay. That's what KEOC stands for.
Yeah. Ready to put the car in Carnage?
Do you know something I don't?
Just keep your camera rolling, Jeff.
It's Jack, and this better be good.
Whatever, Jeff.
Jerry. This is one of the better showcases of this shifting mechanic, where you just get to shift into other cars and do dumb stuff.
It's just wreck stuff.
Alright. I think the first thing I gotta do is just get some breakneck speed going. So where's a good...
That one. Yeah, Dodge Neon.
Dodge Neon is good for breakneck speed, right?
There's a lot of dodges in this game.
I mean, again, I think I'm a bit limited in the cars I have access to. God damn it, Dodge Neon.
What was your goal?
You had one job.
What was the goal?
Drive over 100 miles an hour?
You shouldn't have picked a Dodge Neon then. Shift into a car that isn't a piece of shit.
Name of entertainment.
Like that tow truck. Or an Abarth 500. Another Dodge Neon.
How do I keep doing this?
Well, it's like the old GTA bug, where there was only so much memory to go around, so the car that you were in was always the car that was around you.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a...
You can do it, you can do it, you can do it!
No chance of that.
It's an Alpha Mito.
Oh, come on! Yeah,
No
nice.
flats, but good enough for cable.
We got our speed.
But at least, you know, in GTA they made it work in a you know, like when,
And some.
you know, as soon as you buy a car, you know, the moment you buy a car, you suddenly start seeing that car everywhere. Yeah, so it kind of works at least in a logical sense that way.
match my handbag.
I'm the Man 2013 says, old GTA bug, that still happens all the time. Not true. It does not happen nearly as much in GTA 4.
But
I mean, it still happens a bit, but not as much. It's like GTA 3. Go back and replay Grand Theft Auto 3 and tell me it still happens as frequently in 4.
Drifting's cool, but I want to see cars colliding head on.
Yeah, have a head-on crash. That sounds sensible.
I'm not going to have a head-on crash.
Just a little head-on collision.
That's
terminal,
dangerous.
just enough to entertain.
Oh, get into a bus.
Oh, it's my Alpha 159. Give me some head-on crashing cars.
Yeah, this guy. Nope, he wasn't quite in there.
God damn it.
I'll just do a little head-on hello. Nothing serious.
Is that a euphemism? Oh, you're in a Lincoln Town car. That's a classy head-on collision. Oh, here we go. Nope, doesn't count if you run over a dude.
I can't have a head-on collision with a human being.
Hang on, this is gonna get a little crazy.
What are you doing?
Come on, game, give me somebody to crash into.
You crashed into your past self.
Maybe that's what I need to do.
Have a head-on crash. Oh, if you had gone left, you would have got it. Just do a Yui. Pull a Yui. And there's no speed minimum for it, right?
I mean, it's a head-on crash. You gotta be going fast. Boom.
Boom! Oh, and you did it to a taxi, so it's technically not a crime. Because taxis are assholes.
It's technically a societal benefit.
Yeah.
But I want more.
You can get into a head-on collision with a taxi in San Francisco, and that's a tax write-off.
You want an Emmy? Gotta bag us a big jump.
I know just the place.
Film a jump with cops chasing.
Who wants to jump
And do.
big time?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna
370Z.
TV gold.
See, I think this is the first good car you've driven.
Cops and make them jump through some hoops.
That little Abarth was a good
Yeah,
car.
the Abarth is a fine car.
Hey, cop.
Boom!
We're gonna go film a thing. Check this out.
Oh, I like how he turns his head around when you're reversing. Did you notice that?
I did not.
Yeah, check it out next time. Whoa! Turbo boost.
Turbo boost. I have some of that.
Do a turbo. Poor Beetle.
Here we go, everyone. Hold on tight.
Boost!
Ooh-wee!
Nice work.
And I smell awards. Best evening.
What do awards smell like?
People are
Awards smell like when you put your face
On driver San Francisco.
up to like a doorknob and you smell the brass on it,
Charles
and it smells like kind of handy.
today.
Okay, so here's Chris Jericho, Grumpy Cat,
men in the
and
ground.
Danny Tanner.
Jericho's going
Oh,
up
Danny
today.
Tanner.
You did that. Be proud of that. 40 and 30 on the move to assist officers on
And I'm straight from the 70s Jones. And our sweet Dodge Charger. And Coma.
There's no part of me that
And
wants to
Coma
run. You
powers.
saw it. I'm not losing my mind. It's real.
It's real. It is real. Super real.
Oh, yeah. Gyro CX asks, was there ever a specific route of the bullet chase scene? No, actually, because if you watch that movie, you'll find that they stitch together different locations from the Bay Area that are not actually remotely near one another.
And in fact, somebody at one point used like the Google Maps API and cut together. You know, you can find that chase scene on YouTube, and then somebody did that and then stitch it together with a map marker on Google Maps to show you, okay, here's where this scene is and where they are, and then it jumps to here, and then to here, and then to here.
Yeah.
So no, there's no discernible route whatsoever. I mean, they jump from Chinatown to the Richmond to China Basin to Russian Hill. You know, it goes all over the place.
But that doesn't stop it from being one of the greatest chase scenes in movie history.
There is more. If you watch Ken Block's San Francisco Gymkhana, there is more. There's a more discernible route through the city.
Victims
in
one
that
Sarah Allen. She managed to call us on her cell from the trunk of the kidnapper's vehicle.
We're on it.
Apologies again for the coughing.
Why would you apologize for coughing? He's the best Pokemon.
I was by the plaza when they grabbed me.
Better than Geodude?
No, coughing is not the best Pokemon. The best Pokemon is Psyduck. Everybody knows that.
I'm gonna
Boom!
punch that car.
You just car punched that car.
Take that, car.
Right in his car butt.
Quit showboat, John.
I'm gonna car punch your car butt.
Oh, right in the station wagon butt.
What do you got for me now?
The one
big
thing,
yellow marker?
the one thing that would make this game a lot more authentic in terms of the setting would be if there were more homeless people and more poop on the sidewalks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
More bicyclists?
More bicyclists. And did I mention poop on the sidewalks?
Police sirens. I don't.
You mentioned that once.
Okay.
Called in.
Twice for good measure.
Yeah.
City Hospital. Good call.
Umed Pro asks, have you guys played the previous Driver games?
Nope.
This is the first one that I've played to completion. I dabbled with the other ones, but I mean, I don't know. Those games never really grabbed me. They just made me want to play Grand Theft Auto.
Gotta put myself in her place. What are you...
Jones, I'm trying to...
And, you know, eventually they got into instances where you'd be getting out of the car and running around, right? And I guess this is kind of adapting into that open world thing, but, you know, understanding that, hey, this game is called Driver. So why would you want to do anything that isn't driving?
Call Me Joe 2 asks, can you drive your car in Candlestick? No, because Candlestick Park is not in this game, but AT&T Park, which is the baseball stadium where the Giants play in downtown San Francisco. I want to say there is a chase scene at one point where you actually drive onto the field. I might be misremembering that. It's been like 2 years since I played this game.
After I finish this mission, I will attempt to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe we can find Ubisoft's offices again. And I want you to follow the logic here of this.
Downtown. She's definitely downtown.
Of this chasing. So, there is a woman that's been kidnapped. And I'm kind of getting... And I'm trying to chase down the car that she's in. And I'm...
If you're gonna hurl, do it out the
able to help do that because I can shift into her... Oh.
You're not going to save her.
Sorry, lady.
You already missed your turn.
It's no good. They've gone to ground.
Dispatch, I don't know what to tell you.
Anyhow, I'm able to track her because I can shift into her body and then look at what's around and go, okay, that's where they
I was there.
Meanwhile, she's in the trunk of the car with the trunk hanging open.
Yeah.
And I want you to determine, I want you to appreciate what the game determines is a safe way to stop a car with a kidnapped passenger in that predicament.
All right, go rescue her.
Yes.
Come on then, Captain Fantastic. Where is she?
Downtown. She's definitely downtown.
Right.
Threepwood asks, so why exactly are you streaming this 2-year-old game? No hate, just curious. Well, this show is called The B-List. The whole theme of it is streaming overlooked games that we think are pretty cool and maybe didn't get as much attention as they should have.
And this game is both of those. It's pretty cool, and a lot of people didn't play it. I mean, it had a lot of competition when it came out in 2011, so...
If you would prefer for us to stream newer games, might I kindly refer you to every other thing we do on GameSpot.com.
We're off this road. I saw tables like a cafe.
God damn!
You should do Call of Duty on the show.
No, we shouldn't.
Oh, we'll do the terrible Vita game.
No, we tried to do a live stream of that.
It was awful.
You hated every minute.
I hated so much of that game.
Suspicious to you?
The one driving away at high speed?
Because we were trying to show that you can complete that game in 45 minutes. If that game wasn't a frustrating mess, you could complete it in 45 minutes.
Call Me Joe 2 asks, Tyler, would you do MMOs on the B list? Yes,
sure?
Tyler will do MMOs on the B list. He is an expert in the MMO genre.
I've only played one. Actually, no, that's not true. I played. Okay, I need a different vehicle. So it wouldn't be safe or prudent for me to rear-end the vehicle that this woman is in.
I think it would be. You have to be like that character in Roger Rabbit and tell yourself, I'm gonna ram him! I'm gonna ram him!
But for some reason, this is acceptable behavior.
Boom!
If I'm just gonna get into a car wreck while she's unsecured in the trunk and the trunk is open.
Just because that will rocket her forward into the rear seat and make her body explode internally like a garbage bag full of wet meat, that doesn't mean it's not safe.
In fact, I bet if I just rear-end her... Oh, okay, it does actually say hit the target head. So we'll do that with this taxi. Yep, safe and sound. I've completely collapsed the frame of the car.
Why, thank you.
To the individual asked the question about the MMO, and what did you have in mind? Because I've played... I played quite a bit of the original EverQuest.
Look at her. She's just resting her head on the rear wheel bank like she's like it's a pillow.
Safe and sound. And I played a little bit of the WoW beta.
We're detectives.
How did you find me?
You don't even want to know.
I feel like she should be a little bit more bruised and bloodied.
And I guess the original EverQuest would qualify as a B-list game because
this woman?
that game,
She was striking.
while being far out of alpha and beta
She held a knife to my back.
for its entire run, was mostly broken for most of its run.
No, she went off separately. I got a glimpse of her car. Some kind of white sports car, really expensive looking.
So, there's big money involved. But why you? What line of work are you in?
I'm an industrial chemist.
She's an industrial chemist, which is slang for meth cook if I've ever heard it.
Meth cook and explosive specialist.
Yeah. You know who else is an industrial chemist? Walt from Breaking Bad.
Good old Walter White.
Good old Walter White.
An industrial chemist? Why is that ringing alarm bells? But we've got a partial description on the kidnapper and her vehicle. Could lead to something.
All right. What next? Oh, you unlock?
We get more city.
You unlocked the hate.
And Golden Gate Bridge, but only the first half.
Tomorrow.
Oh, yes, we can. There's a Ferris wheel out there.
Yeah.
There's a Ferris wheel at the Cliff House.
So, how's she doing?
She's shook up, but she'll be all right.
Well, it's not every day you get locked in the trunk of a car.
Not for her, anyway. Let's get out of here.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Do you think you unlocked some new cars?
I think I may. Yes. Yes, I'm quite sure I did. Because I know that shortly after this, I'm like, I should go buy a new car. I'm like, look at all these cars I can't afford. As we are bumping along Marina Drive. But first, I get to learn how to do the rapid shift.
Moving up in the world. Oh, I've got to practice this. Get faster at it. Okay, here goes. Oh, now this is something.
Rapid shift. Keep in the action. Press right bumper to rapid shift.
So rapid shift, it ends up being pretty handy when you're in these like police chase scenarios where you have another partner, and you can just quickly swap from one partner to another. And that ends up working well because then you feel a little bit more likely to do higher risk maneuvers, knowing that, okay, well, if I screw this up and then end up pointed the wrong direction, it's easy for me to just snap back to my partner who's been AI control and has just been happily following along to quickly recover and do more crazy stuff. There, I meant to
nice work.
ram, and I shifted instead.
That trunk is looking a little worse for the wear.
And the squad car's a little beaten up.
Yeah.
But here I can just jump straight ahead.
There you go. Oh, car punched that car. We're in his car butt. Oh.
Boosh.
Nice. That poor guy. Almost got killed.
But he was a criminal, so...
He deserved it.
He deserved that car punch.
Whoa, I look away from the chat for 2 minutes, and then I look back, and everybody's making fun of poor Cameron Robinson.
You can't make fun of Cameron Robinson.
That's rude. Don't make fun of Cameron Robinson, guys.
What are people saying about Cameron Robinson?
Let's see. That his font is a bad, or his text color of his name in the chat is a bad color, which in fairness it is. It's neon green. Cameron, you should know better.
Cameron, you have a bad font color and you should feel bad.
Love crashing the party.
Wait, now I've joined in. Oh, that's right.
Okay.
I was trying to do this the hard way
These guys to some
earlier,
walls.
and I don't want to do it the hard way. I'm just gonna... Okay, that was... Fire truck's a little ungainly for that sort of thing.
Oh, the Dodge Monaco. That was why did you shift out of the Dodge Monaco?
So I'm trying to head on some street racers.
Sure, I've had a beer or two, but
driving.
Yeah, so this mission is just all about shifting into cars that are best positioned to head on some dude.
Wow.
Like that guy.
That guy is dead. That guy, there's zero chance he survived. He is dead.
He was
Who's next?
He was street racing, which is, as everybody knows, a victimful crime.
Scratch one.
And here I'm just taking random people off the street and murdering them.
Yep, like you do.
To stop some street racers. Like with this muni bus here. With this 38 Geary, I will stop these street racers.
Well, how are you enjoying the ride so far, hotshot?
I got 2 for 1 there.
Wow. That was pretty good. Oh, get the cop. Wow.
I don't think I was supposed to kill the policeman.
Whatever, man.
I didn't think I forgot about you, did you?
Alright. Additional street racer.
Do you find this job fulfilling?
Yeah.
Nice. Get him. Get him.
Well, in that case,
You gotta ram him. You gotta ram him.
Oh, should I just do this in the conventional way?
Get this guy. You're in a Ford Taurus.
That's it. Keep it up. I hope we can all take something.
And then he died again. All those street racers were killed to death. What else do we got? We should try and buy some cars.
Latest update from the chat is that Cameron Robinson changed his text to pink. So
that's even better.
There you go.
That's another speed.
Call Me Joe 2 asks, Tyler and Shaun, I haven't seen you guys stream in over a month. What have you been doing? We've been traveling. We were in Japan all of last week.
Yeah.
We were shooting. We've shot a couple episodes of Lost Between Levels over the past month.
So the first one of those that we did this year was Seattle, which is being edited right now. You've seen the first part of that, which is the expanded one that's specifically about Valve. We wanted to do a special there because we think that studio is interesting enough to make an entire episode about how they do things. Taking a look at some of the other cars we have here. So now we can look at... I can't buy any of these Aston Martins, but I can at least look at and see that they're there. Not sure if there's anything else I can buy here at this time. I can buy a Dykeman. No, I can't buy a Dykeman. I can buy a Ford Crown Victoria, but I won't, because I have sense.
Can you buy a Maserati?
No.
Aww. You can buy an Oldsmobile.
A Solstice GXP. I don't want that. Or Trans Am.
The Oldsmobile brand was retired, right?
I think so. Oh, that was Pontiac. Oldsmobile Cutlass 442. Don't want that either.
I think they retired the Oldsmobile brand.
I can get this Nissan 350Z. I'll buy that.
370Z, homie.
And so last week we were in Japan, but not Tokyo.
Not Tokyo. We're in Osaka.
Osaka and Kyoto. And so that's our look at developers in Japan that are outside of the spotlight of central Tokyo, which is where we feel that most people have their knowledge of Japanese developers. And of course, if we're able to, we will take a look at the Tokyo region in the future. But we figured that's an area that we go to every year for Tokyo Game Show. So we took the rare opportunity to go to areas outside the main city.
Russian Hill.
Listen to me, KP. Calm down. Put your pacifier back in your mouth and,
Hey, bitch. Your boy, Little Babe, been biting my rhymes. So tonight my crew's gonna bust up the launch party.
Crazy piece.
Some of the dialogue in this game is so bad, but I love it so much.
The venue's a secret.
Secret? You got signs all over town, you ass clown. I'll see you later, JV.
Oh, okay. So I think I'm basically recreating... So for a while, BMW was making these, funding these car-centric short films. I think they were just called BMW films. And there was a really fantastic one directed by Guy Ritchie, starring Clive Owen and Madonna.
Yeah, the world's crying out for more rappers. KP doesn't know where the show is, so we just smash all the street ads.
I'll be damned. I never knew there was
Okay, now this is a little bit different. I'm not just doing the white-knuckle high-speed chase to the club.
You're just driving on the sidewalk like an asshole.
I've got a reputation in this town, Gary. I can't be seen in a beat-up ride.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got a reputation.
But look on YouTube for that video. It's fantastic. I believe you can find it if you search for like BMW Films Guy Ritchie or BMW Films The Star. And the great thing about it is you get to see Clive Owen treat Madonna like an asshole.
You know, rap, it's all about image. You know that.
If I don't take down those signs, there won't be a gig to go to.
How many times have we gone down Lombard Street in this stream so far?
How many times can you go down Lombard Street in your life?
I think I've gone down Lombard Street twice in my life.
Actually, I never have.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
I've gone down once or twice. The second time was on accident.
Yeah. But then again, I'm really guilty of the having lived in San Francisco for about 15 years now. Haven't really done a lot of the touristy stuff. I just rode a cable car for the first time in the last month.
Oh, I've never been on a cable car.
It's fun. It's one of the few things you can do in this world where you get to hang off the edge of a moving vehicle, and that's the way you're supposed to do it. Or at least that's the way you can do it. And that's the way you get the best pictures.
Come on, a blind ship would do better behind the wheel.
Oh, how many more can you get? You can do it. do believe.
You're holding the blood off the hook.
Man, this mission would look a lot different if there were actual vehicular homicides in this game.
Good luck finding the club now, KP. Damn it, Gary. You just killed Little Bay's career.
Don't you lose no sleep, Viola.
God damn it, Gary.
Jesus Christ, Gary. I need Little Bay to play at least one gig.
G. Veronini asks, when does the Bobby MOBA hour start? The answer to that question is...
every hour is the Bobby MOBA hour.
During GDC, instead of covering GDC, it's just going to be Bobby streaming MOBAs on GameSpot the whole time. I hope you'll enjoy our unique approach to GDC coverage this year. We feel like Bobby has a lot of personality that's just waiting to burst free onto the internet.
That's when Bobby isn't busy frightening children.
Yeah.
Which he does.
G. Veronini says, you should explain who Bobby is. Okay, we'll explain. Bobby is the GameSpot office mascot. He is, he loves MOBAs. It's all he ever plays.
He's the #1 MOBA.
He is the You can find his Twitter at twitter.com/#1MOBA. I think it might be the number one, not spelled out. I don't know.
I think it's spelled out number, NUMBER, numeral 1.
Numeral 1, and then MOBA. His name's Bobby. He only ever talks about MOBAs, because why ever talk about anything else? And he was once trampled by a horse and has no legs. That's pretty much all you need to know about Bobby.
So you're really getting into his origin story.
Not bad,
yeah.
Gary, you got any more hidden talents?
One or two.
I can boost, that's right.
Matt Smith 83 says, pretty dark origin for a mascot. I guess maybe he's not so much of a mascot as he is a superhero. I mean, Batman had a dark origin. He turned out okay.
Good luck finding the club now, KP.
You gonna pay for this,
Bobby is a superhero in the sense that his super ability is playing MOBAs really well. And only ever being able to talk about MOBAs.
Also, his other superpower is being able to keep a open and barely sipped at bottle of Mountain Dew in his chair for like 5 months.
He calls that his MOBA fuel.
He's very conservative with his MOBA fuel. Okay, this went... I nearly made it last time.
Did you oh, you made it!
I made it.
You made it to the club in time.
I was nearly there last time.
Yeah.
Ooh, I get another Tanner mission.
Ooh.
But I also get a street race. So we should check in with our street
Oh wait,
race
go back. To the right. Why is that rooftop covered in blood? Why is there blood all over that rooftop? That's gross.
I can't zoom in, so I
That is terrifying.
Zoom in. Come on. I want to... Alright, racing buddies. Where you at?
T. There's your T.
No, I want to go to the racing flag.
Oh, fine. There's a lot of freeways in this version of San Francisco.
Well, they like their wide streets.
That's true.
Yep, it's these guys.
We won last time. We're gonna double our money.
You're crazy! I told you, I barely remember racing!
Whatever you did, just do it again, Jun. Because if we screw this up, we lose the car. Cause I also bet the car.
Idiots!
Oh, this guy is getting in deep with the sharks.
You ready to double our money?
That's a hell
They got a pretty good racing car. I mean, it's an Aston Martin.
How do those kids get the Aston in the first place? That is hardly a college kid car.
I believe it belongs to their rich uncle.
Yeah? James Bond?
Yes. Daniel Craig is these two kids' uncle. That's a weird relationship.
That's the brother I know and love.
Believe me, it isn't.
Boom.
Trying to get us killed?
I figured the Nakamura
Boost.
will take care of that if we lose this car on a bet.
Very smooth.
Yeah, I'm a ninja type person.
Whatever. Weirdo.
If they were really classy, instead of driving the DB9, they'd be driving the DB5. Because that is a gentleman's car.
There's nothing wrong with the DB9.
There's nothing wrong with it, but it's no DB5.
What you wish for, Nakamura?
You make a point.
If I have to go back to Nagoya, they'll make me get the stupid family tattoo on my back. I hate needles.
I was going to refer to this as pretty forgiving race AI because I got run off like that and then caught up really quick. And then I got run off again. So.
Frostpaw says DB5 would lose the race, which technically is true, but you would look classy as hell while losing.
About this?
But you were going to lose. Lose that way.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. How about you get run off?
This isn't stock car racing. We don't have mechanics to fix up our car when we're done. John, this isn't bumper car. You keep this up, and I swear, if you ever need a kidney, I'm your guy.
Why are we talking organ donation?
I'm just saying. I'm grateful, you know.
You can do it. I'll also say that this version of San Francisco has really nice weather. There's very little fog in this game. Although occasionally they do have fog.
Maybe it's like the...
Out in front,
this is the version of San Francisco that's always set in like
everything on a single race.
that couple of weeks in October. That's super nice.
It won't always be this way.
What, you're magically going to forget how to drive like this? We just got rich.
We just got rich in this bashed up Aston Martin.
We just got rich.
All right, racing buddies. We'll see you again
in the future. Where are you now? This is like the weird Bizarro Presidio, I think.
Yeah.
With freeways.
And this current... Oh, yes, that's the Palace of Fine Arts.
Yeah.
I was supposed to drive into the ballpark.
Oh, yeah, we're going to do that. Let's go to the ballpark. We're gonna answer a question from like an hour ago of whether you can... Why are you in a sex offender van?
I'm in the A-Team van.
Don't do a sex offense, please.
The A-Team would never do a sex offense.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm saying.
You just keep on saying what you're saying.
You are driving a creepy van. That's all I'm gonna say.
Black vans aren't creepy. White vans are.
I think this one is technically green. You see it? Once you get out of the shadows, like that's a green van. Or is that just the way the sky is reflecting off of it?
I think this is a black van. Besides, your van can't be that creepy if it has windows.
I think it's just got a pearlescent paint job on it. Oh, go off the jump!
Of course.
Do you think it's ever confusing for people that everyone has the same license plate number? DRVSF?
The DMV in the San Francisco this game is really up on things. Alright, so Fisherman's Wharf, there's the Bay Bridge.
Yeah. If you just keep going along this, the Embarcadero, you'll see it.
Yeah.
And then we're going to try to drive onto the field if that's possible.
And if we can, we're going to do some sweet drifts.
In this sweet van that's totally not for sex offenders.
But look, it's a community station for the streetcars that aren't in this game.
That is weird that there's no streetcars in here.
At least weird that there are no cable cars. Because they're going to get one thing from San Francisco.
Here's Soma Street.
All of Soma in one street. Also, no food trucks in this game, which is kind of weird.
Well, it did kind of come out before the food trucks really took off.
That's true.
Because this game was 2010?
11.
2011?
Which, I mean, there were at least some... You could go to the Los Compadres taco truck now.
A fine taco truck.
Yeah.
Here it is. Here's a stadium.
Bayview.
Alright, let's... Oh, no! It might be locked off. Oh, hell's bells. I think it might be locked off.
God damn you, Soma Street.
Try to go left here.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Then another left. Ah! Oh, no. GD it. Come on.
I've sailed off the edge of Soma.
Funky Dude 42 says he's right. That is a creepy van.
It's the A-Team van.
It's a creepy van.
There's nothing creepy about the A-Team van.
There is something creepy about the A-Team van.
Okay.
Now, if that van had like an airbrush picture of like a lady riding a dragon holding a flaming sword
over a rainbow?
Over a rainbow?
With a wolf howling?
With a wolf howling in the background? And like a bald eagle waving an American flag with stars coming off the end of it.
And the bald eagle's wearing the flight helmet.
Yeah, and it's wearing a flight helmet
and a flight jacket.
And the helmet says "Love it or leave it, hippies."
And the eagle with the other hand is flipping the camera off.
Yeah, and the woman is Paula Poundstone. Then
what's the deal?
That would be a great van.
Yeah,
but
no, not creepy at all.
But until then, it's just a creepy van.
You're trashing the car again.
Also, somebody draw that for us.
Dr. Allen described a white European sports car.
Find the car, maybe we find out who's the knife.
Frostpaw says eagles have hands for flipping off. Yeah, they've got feather fingers, I think. Like little talon claw things.
Talon claws?
Talon claws. They use their talon claws, and they flip off with the middle talon claw.
Yeah.
Think about it. It's called flipping the bird, says GameSpot.com.
There it is.
Yeah, we got him in.
Oh, yeah.
Quick, take a picture.
Oh, look, it's a lady driving a car.
Like if the bird was doing some like parkour?
Yeah! The bird had rollerblades on, but instead of normal rollerblades, they were rocket-powered rollerblades. And then the dragon, instead of being a regular dragon, was Falcor.
But not Falcor the dog.
No, not Falcor the dog. Falcor from the Never-Ending Story. Falcor the dragon dog.
Pull back a bit. Don't lose it. Do this, do that. When did we get married?
Also, if maybe the eagle was also playing a guitar, but in a way you could tell that he was laying down a really sizzling guitar solo.
Sports
like
got a lot to do with its hands.
If it had the sheet music for like a really sizzling guitar solo, just kind of like spouting from the guitar, that would be cool.
Like the Star Spangled Banner with a whole lot of wah pedal.
Can you denote wah pedal in sheet music?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, then yes. Somebody out there who's been listening to this whole thing, I need you to actually draw that entire picture we've been talking about. Toothless Grin says, a flying V guitar? Yes. Yes, a flying V guitar.
Adam 30.
What else kind of guitar would you have airbrushed onto the side of a van?
A 79-year-old woman from Idaho.
Yeah, right. Like grandma's gonna be rolling in a car like that.
We ran the picture through the national database.
I don't know, I've always been partial to Gibson Explorer.
I've got a bad...
That is a good guitar too. Something, a really angular, pointy guitar. Doesn't matter if it's an Explorer or a Flying V.
Yeah, what am I saying? Flying V.
Flying V.
Adam 30, this is Control. Interpol got a hit on that visual. She's coming up as an American citizen of Egyptian descent, Leila Sharon.
Leila Sharon. Damn,
This is Major League.
Thanks, Control. Out.
You know her?
She's got quite a reputation.
Matt Smith 83 says, this stream has gone on a Family Guy-esque tangent.
Killer for hire.
I guess that's probably true.
Whichever dirty war, whichever side, the girl knows how to get paid.
Yeah,
Don't all streams end up there eventually?
Eventually, yeah, after the halfway mark.
Jones, unless you like girls who stab you on the first date. Pricey, too. Only one crook in town's got the weight to put her on the name.
Jericho. How many cars go through Marsh?
Oh, you're finally going on the Golden Gate Bridge. You haven't gone up there yet.
Well, other than the very beginning of the game. But I think that was just in a cutscene.
This is a pretty accurate representation of the Golden Gate Bridge. There would be pedestrians walking along the right side and bikes on the left side.
John.
And maybe there would be not quite as many lanes.
There's an invisible red wall in the
There's
middle.
Also, when you drive on the bridge, there's an invisible red wall that stops you. And when you drive in there, your body becomes possessed by devils. But
At least we know who we're looking for.
aside from that, it's pretty realistic.
My dreams of nowhere else.
Layla Sharon.
Layla Sharon, assassin. You could bet
She's
your
good
life
friends
for
with
a
Grumpy Cat.
helicopter, which means she's on Jericho's payroll. And
Dan just posted a picture of a BC rich guitar, which, if I'm being honest, looks kind of stupid. Being stupid is not the point, Dan. I don't know if you realize this, but I was being very serious about that airbrush.
Besides, Dan has deep appreciation for the Flying V.
Yeah. Wodar9 is asking whether Driver San Francisco uses an animus, and if that's what is happening here. Basically,
by animus you mean a coma.
A coma. I mean, the coma is nature's animus when you really think about it.
Church? They broke into a church? Yeah, and stole the ore box.
All right.
I'm on a mission from God.
We're on a mission.
We ain't pulling punches with these guys, agreed?
I've waited years to say this.
G. Veronini asks, is this the Blinks the Time Sweeper marathon? Yes, it is.
No.
Yes.
No.
We're on the San Francisco level of Blinks the Time Sweeper. All right. Dan has posted a new picture in the chat. Yeah.
That's a Flying V.
That one's better.
We can't take this kind of punishment all day.
The SUVs, not a lot of fun to drive in this game. They're a bit tankish.
I'm trying to remember if I need to stay in these cop cars or if I can stop this guy with whatever I have about me.
Matt Smith 83 asks, is this Half-Life 3? Yes. Yes, it is. Kind of took it in a different direction. A lot more talking.
Options.
Alex Vance dies at the very beginning. And, yeah, so she dies at the very beginning of Half-Life 3. And Gordon is so overcome with grief that he falls into a coma. And while he's in a coma, he starts hallucinating about just wrecking shit in San Francisco. And I don't know why. Probably just to take his mind off of the Combine. Also, Dog dies, too. Dog dies. The G-Man dies too, which you wouldn't think Gordon would get sad about it, but he gets really sad about the G-Man dying.
Well, you know, when you devote your life to hunting a man down, and that man gets taken away from you without you actually taking him down, it's tough to recover from.
Yeah.
They say when you start a mission of revenge, first dig 2 graves.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot Barney dies. Like, really horribly. He just gets mangled. It's grisly.
What about Lamar?
Lamar dies.
God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah.
On Driver San Francisco.
Oh, poor Lamar.
Got 30 more years. I'm asking 30 million.
He was a good little head crab.
Poor Grumpy Cat.
I could sort of...
Poor Grumpy Cat Jericho.
And wham!
What about
Keep us right where we are.
Judith Mossman? Does she die?
Oh God, does she ever die? Let's just say that she is not quite alive anymore, and I'll leave it at that. She dies.
Well, at least the ones you
real
kind of
abruptly
want to die
and Darius
die as well as the ones you don't want to die.
Yeah.
Come on, John.
Come back to us, buddy.
J Appleseed 92 says, "Hey GameSpot, I remember and enjoy you guys when you're on. I did want to ask if you guys are playing because you don't like this game or just have issues with it."
No, we love this game.
The B-list, so
our only issue with this game is that not enough people love it.
Just to clear up any confusion, the B-list is not a show for games that have problems or that we don't like. It can be games that have problems, but we like them in spite of that. But it can also be
flawed, interesting games.
Right. It can also be games that we just genuinely really enjoy, but thought were a bit overlooked. So yeah, I mean, this game does have its issues here and there. I mean, Mark Walton reviewed this game, and I think he gave it an 8.0, which seems pretty spot on. It's a really fun game that has a few issues here and there, but it's not really enough to detract from the overall experience. But I lost my train of thought. It's a fun game. Play it.
Check it out.
Check it out. Matt Smith 83 says, "Is there anyone who doesn't die?" Gordon doesn't die because he is in a coma, and he imagines all this. But then he does die at the end of Half-Life 3.
But he needs to live so he can live with this crippling regret.
Right. Wodar9 says, "Would you say that this is a spin-off of Half-Life or canon?" Well, it's definitely canon. Half-Life is over after this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody dies. J Appleseed 92 says, "I remember you guys getting hyped on Skate 2. Did you ever play it?"
No.
Well, maybe we should do that one next.
You know the lingo.
Yeah, cop cars are ground units.
We should do a skate marathon to honor the memory of John Riccatello.
Yeah. Although I think we should do Skate 3, which
New instructions.
the whole story campaign, whatever in that game, isn't as good as Skate 2, but you do have a much more robust move set in that game, which would be fun.
As long as you can do gun hands.
You can do gun hands in Skate 3. Don't worry about that.
That looks like a street race.
Not really our priority right now.
Okay, I'm just tagging stuff. Oh, this is the Call of Duty level.
Oh yeah.
You think of a good place.
Where's my minigun?
This is the Black Ops mode.
Next. No. Whoa! What's that?
Full spread of emergency.
J Appleseed 92 will make sure to tweet when we do the Skate 2 stream. It'll happen, I assure you.
And a big tanker.
Let's see.
Oh God.
Don't see that every day.
No kidding.
Either way, that's not
J Appleseed 92 once again says, "I am in love with this game, just kind of dead multiplayer." It does not surprise me at all that this game has dead multiplayer.
Considering how few people picked it up and played it when the game was fresh and new.
Yeah. But there is multiplayer in this game.
nothing doing.
Yeah, it's a bunch of different race modes based off of that shift mechanic.
Uh-huh. What in the hell are you doing, Tyler? Why are you flying over Grace Cathedral? Where is that baseball? Is that AT&T Park? No.
Nope.
Why are you just tagging cars?
Not you.
If I could have heard the briefing a little bit better, I think I'd have a better understanding of what I'm doing. I think I'm looking for suspicious vehicles.
Okay.
Nada.
That one. It's the one with the exclamation mark above it.
SUV, and it's stolen.
If you're wondering whether a vehicle is suspicious,
the crows all over it.
Yeah. If you're wondering if a vehicle is suspicious, I have a bit of a checklist. Does it have an exclamation mark floating above it? If yes, does it also have crows floating above it? If yes, that's a suspicious vehicle. Yeah, dead bodies. It's got a murder of crows.
I'm supposed to drive this vehicle. Oh, this is the wrong way to the truck.
Oh, you got a Range Rover.
All right, truck. I need to get in you.
Land Rover, Range Rover. Oh, drive into that truck. Boom! That was good.
Done.
That was delicately done.
Now to get everything impounded as evidence.
I think we're getting the signal that we are to be wrapping up soon. Is that correct, Dan? Uh-oh. Tyler, you need to finish off with a bang.
Okay. You mean a bigger bang than that, and this.
I don't know if we can drive it into the ocean. Dan is our producer. He's telling us we should drive this shit into the ocean.
Well, we gotta at least try.
We'll try it. Wow. Oh, you can do it. Drive it past this fictional Ferris wheel.
Not getting through there.
No, I don't think you can get into the ocean.
God damn it.
But you can get in a sweet head-on collision to finish us off. Oh, you are fishtailing. Oh, you crushed that sex offender van.
Boost!
Where did these guys come from? Damn SUV must have a tracer on it.
It must have a tracer on it.
It must. Simply it must.
Kill that car. Oh. Poor van.
Boost!
Poor bus.
Someone wants to...
Oh no!
Oh right.
I ran out of time by trying to drive to Ocean Beach.
What a great way to end off this episode of the B-List.
That's the bang we end on. So anyways, Driver San Francisco, really fun game that not a lot of people play. That's why we decided to check it out today.
Multiplayer's dead, but single player's still as fun as ever.
Super fun.
Yeah.
My voice is dead.
Your voice is dead. Maybe we'll try to do Skate 2 or 3 on the next episode.
Which may or may not happen next week. GDC, the Game Developers Conference, is happening next week here in San Francisco.
Probably won't do one next week.
But the week after that, look for Skate 2, 3?
My vote's for 3.
In the meantime, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to us on Twitch and on YouTube, and we'll be able to do more shows like this and have more fun playing fun games and doing stupid stuff live in the future. Thanks for watching.